I just want to say real quick, shout out to Flo. That album, Access All Areas, I believe this is the name of the album. So good, like so refreshing. It actually is the first female album really in a long time. Not just a group, but really female. Not well, I've had a few different good albums that I've heard recently, but this in this particular style, it's one of the few albums that has brought me the feelings of when I first heard Survivor by Destiny's Child, or Writings on the Wall, or just that era of music where the songs were like, it was a very intentional album. Like each song flowed into the next, and not just sound but meaning. It's so rare to hear albums like that anymore, like where an album is made intentionally, or it sounds intentionally, and it's not just a bunch of random songs thrown together, which, don't get me wrong, I like that too. But for this particular style of album, it felt like real R&B from back in the early 2000s, the 90s, but with a modern twist and modern feel. Such a good album. This album, in my opinion, is the #1 Grammy-winning album. This is an album. This album, in my opinion, should be their Lauryn Hill Grammy moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, such a good, just like a good mix of sounds, a good flow. The voices, obviously, like to hear real voices and not that auto-tune crap, like where they can actually sing. Like, it ain't all that digitized shit, because they don't need it. You know what I'm saying? That, heavy on that. So congratulations, Flo, on an amazing, amazing album. I've been following them since Cardboard Box. I was like, oh, this is a good vibe, this is a good feel. But this album is the grown and sexiness that I feel like it's grown, it's sexy, it's confident, it's female empowerment, but it's also telling the truth of a situation. You just don't hear that. A lot of great singers that we have, and I don't want to compare nobody, but I just feel like it's just this depressing, toxic relationship shit that I don't subscribe to. I'm not in a toxic relationship. Like, I don't live a life like that, so I have no reference for that type of thing. Nowadays, it's like toxic because that's all we know. Toxic, just want to stay in the toxicity. Fuck that shit. Like, I don't listen to shit like that. Like, it's some great, beautiful singers. One in particular who I'm not gonna name her because I love her so much, but her music is so juvenile. Like, it reminds me of wanting to be grown, like that weird space where you're like 18, 17, between 17 and 21, 22, where you're wanting to be grown, you're trying to be grown, but you still operate in a high school mindset. That's not this. That's why it's so refreshing. I'm in my 30s now, so it reminds me of that great period from the early 2000s when I was growing up listening to this music, but also now that I'm in a space where I want positivity and love and empowerment and just great music. Like, I'm rambling. Anyways, such a great album. Congratulations, Flo. You guys did an amazing job. If you guys have not heard this album, you need to go pick it up right now, today. Like, go wherever you go stream or go buy or whatever. Listen to that. Okay, it needs to go #1, period.